Good Monday morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to The Dose. The Magic Man, Mark Hutchins here, joined by Mr. Jereme Kleven and the man behind the glass, Mr. Byron Filson. I must say, your beard looks fantastic today.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Well, it's a new week, new opportunities. What's going on this week? We got Joshua Smith back in the house, just charging us up. We all had a sleepover, all four of us. We stayed at Byron's studio all weekend, so we had a good time, you know. So anyhow, let's dive in.
Backyard bungalow?
Little backyard bungalow. Yeah, it was a great time. I don't know if I've ever seen the backyard here. I don't think I have. It's always been inside.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's dive in. Let's roll through. So we talked a lot last week. Lead measure versus lag measure, lead generation, open houses, just getting off your you-know-what and getting to work. So let's talk about, this year, like what we're going to be doing this year. What's the team going to be doing this year? What are some great tools that you have out there? What are some recommendations for everybody to look at as we talk about, obviously, markets changing, maybe what you see, a little forecast?
Tools, goals, the plan.
Yeah, the plan.
Yeah,
the whole
perfect,
plan. All right.
So, a lot of it is a repeat of 2015. I'm a big believer in doing more of what works. I had a client reach out to me. One of my coaching clients said that he did 10 million last year in production, wants to do 20 million. I'm like, okay, where'd you get your results from last year? And we laid out, the three things that he got his results from. I'm like, okay, just double what you're doing.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I know it sounds so simple, and people are like, well, I can't. Again, I would just try to overcomplicate this stuff. So a lot of it is just the same things, man. I'm a big believer. I do activities until they stop working. And if they continue working, I'm going to continue doing more and more and more of it until either the market shifts and they're no longer working, or I break the activity, or whatever works. So, of course, our mega open houses of, other than when it was an extreme REO time, like 2009, 2010, I probably had about a 2.5 year break from doing open houses. Outside of that, in my 11-year career, that's always been the cornerstone. I don't think there's anything better and easier to get now immediate business if you know how to do them effectively. It's like, so one of my teammates, Chris Marks, just came back. He's starting a second team right now in San Diego, but he's still having to sell out here while that's picking up. He came back this weekend and got 8 hot potential buyers through one open house. I mean, when I say potential buyers, I mean, these are buyers that not sign-ins, I think they're going to work with me. These were 8 people that gave him permission to have his lender get in touch with him to get him pre-qualified. Right? So if you know how to do it, it's there's nothing more effective. And
that's something agents can be doing day one. It's just a little tidbit for agents. I mean, if you're brand new in the industry, or even if you're an agent that's maybe been struggling along for, search it out, find the information, stop just trucking along. Not saying that people are necessarily doing that out there, but there's a right and a wrong way to do an open house. Go on YouTube right now, search Joshua Smith Mega Open House, and learn how to do an open house the right way.
I closed my first deal in 4 days doing an open house, dude. 4 days, cash buyer, 10-day cash, quick close. I know that's not always normal for everybody.
But it happens, and we hear about it all the time.
Sure, within 90 days, man, when I left Century 21 to go to Remax after I was there with 90 days, after 90 days, dude, at that point, I mean, I had over 12 deals in escrow, and I'm like, okay, this Century 21, that was, kind of like one of the last split brokerages around at that time, and didn't make sense, right? So, and unfortunately, you guys didn't have my home group yet. So I went over and joined Remax, so you guys got rolling and joined you guys. So, so anyway, though, and I grew, it took me 2.5 years, but I grew a 7-figure, $1 million a year GCI business, almost all open houses. So, but then it's also very, very important to have an online presence today. Very, very important. 95% plus of buyers are going online to start their home searches and find their properties. No longer is it us finding a property for a client. It's them walking in, hey, here's the 5 properties I found last night online, right? So you've got to have a very effective front-end IDX website these days, dude, that's brilliant at getting people to register to sign in. When I say brilliant, you want something that's anywhere between 8+% sign-in opt-in ratios, right? So, we went out there. Is actually everything that I've done, dude, has never been intentional, right? I got into real estate to go open up a health club. Never thought I'd be into this business. It was literally just 23 years old, wanted to go open up a health club. It was going to take $800,000 to do, and college dropout with $1,000 to my name. So I'm like, all right, what do I do to go raise this capital? And I was like, all right, I'll get into real estate, just hoard some cash, spend 4 years in this business and go open up a health club. And then I fell in love with the real estate business. I would say health clubs are my passion. Real estate became my obsession. And then I started having big success in here. Voted third top realtor in America by the Wall Street Journal, 30 under 30 winner, getting a lot of national publicity. Now all of a sudden I'm getting reached out by 10 to 15 agents every single week. Hey, do you offer coaching? I love your style. You've impacted my business far more than any other coaches out there. Do you offer coaching? And it was no. After 6 months, I was finally like, okay, yes. And then I get in the coaching space and we discover that there is a huge need for affordable front-end lead generating software. Most people can't afford Boomtown.
Correct.
You guys have Boomtown. It's $1,500 a month.
It's $1,500 a month.
Right? Conversion's a G, right? Most people can't afford that. So what we wanted to do was I look at Boomtown and conversion as I think of them as the Mercedes.
I agree.
And I'm like, okay, there's all these fancy bells and whistles. That's luxury. That's nice, but they're not essential to getting results. Let's strip out all the bells and whistles. Let's strip it down to the Honda Civic. That's affordable, but that's effective, that's efficient, that gets shit done, right? And then we could push it out to the marketplace and make it affordable. So teamed up, one of my other businesses that I operate, I have 4 businesses today that I operate, is out of Champaign, Illinois, and it's a company called Perfect Storm. So the website there is www.perfectstormnow.com, but it's just that. It's front-end agent lead generation, branding, websites, built-in blog. It's great for personal branding, but it's killer for lead generation, and really with software. Software, it can't just be software. It's really a coaching piece backed by software, right? There's so much training, so much coaching. You have access to me, all of my developers in there. We're teaching you guys how to use the system, and we have clients that are out there generating 60 plus free leads every single day on the system. It's just insane what these guys are doing, right? So $99 a month, no contracts. I'm not trying to make this into a sales pitch, but I know it's very, very difficult to go out there.
Well, the appetite's strong.
Yeah, it's why I was created. Because there's no effective, affordable systems out there. There's a lot of very cheap systems, but they're absolutely shitty at lead generation, right? And just think about it. If you didn't have to pay Zillow $35 a lead, if I could teach you how to generate your own high quality leads for $3, that are as high quality as Zillow at $35, that's going to allow you to save that much more money or reinvest in your business that much more.
Yep.
With that. So, the other strategies we have, so our mega open houses. We do our free lead generation. We have a few different strategies that we do on Facebook for free lead generation, treating as a database and doing some things there that we do with multiple posting day strategies and group postings and, client friend requesting and a lot of things that we diligently do there. And then we do a lot of paid Facebook ads too.
Okay.
So a few thousand a month on those. But when you overall look at it, like my team last year probably spent, and this is just marketing, not operating costs, but probably around $30,000 last year total marketing. Now, it may sound like a lot to an individual agent, but teams that are my size are typically spending about $400,000 a year. Right? So to me, and I learned this the hard way, and hopefully you guys listen to this can it's of course we want to learn from our mistakes, but it's smartest to learn from others' mistakes. It's not about, again, it's not how much money you make, it's how much you keep. I've been on stages where they're all bragging, they're introducing me, oh, Josh made $1.6 million last year. I'm like, yeah, but what they're not telling you is I spent 1.2 to make this. I'm broker than when I was an individual agent selling, whatever. So you got to be careful with that, right? There's a way though, and that's what I love about today's day and age. It takes very little money to go out there and get massive results.
Yep. And we're all getting nickeled and dimed to death. So you got to sift through the things that are essential. And that front end lead generation piece, that online presence, it is something that's essential.
Yeah. I tell agents all the time, I'm like, dude, go get that. Go get Big Purple Dot for your back end CRM, integrate with MailChimp, $149 a month. You have something for an individual agent, at least, not for a team setup that's as effective as Boomtown. Take that extra $1,400 or $1,350 a month and invest into lead generation or bank it. I'd rather you bank it and save it, dude. Because I'm telling you right now, the market is
not forever.
It's inevitable, dude, where it's going to crash again. And what position do you want to be in when that happens? Because it's not is it going to happen?
It's when.
It's when it's going to happen, and it's probably going to be somewhere in the next 3 years.
Yep.
So that was perfectstormnow.com, right? So $100 a month, perfectstormnow.com.
$99 a month. No.
I'm sorry. That's right. $99.
No startup fees, no contracts.
Month to month.
Get out anytime.
Perfectstormnow.com. Also, guys, too, seriously, go on YouTube. and put in Joshua Smith's name.
Facebook,
YouTube. I mean, everywhere around. Google it. There's a lot of great content, a lot of great webinars, a lot of great videos that Josh has already put out there. And guys, you can go check it out for free. I mean, it's on there. You can also. He's got a lot of webinars that are out there. I see it's all. You'll see it all on Facebook. So if you search Joshua on Facebook, you want to see some of his. Maybe you could tell a couple of the webinars you got going on right now that I've seen.
Yeah, and we're always switching them up. So like the 2 I have going on this week, and they're all free. And of course, I have a training product that I introduce people to at the end. There's no pressure to buy it, and it's not some sales pitch, dangle the carrot webinars, right? They're all in-depth training, free webinars that we do. But this week I have 2 ways to generate now free seller leads and how to deliver a world-class listing presentation. And then our 3 steps to building $1 million a year GCI real estate business. And then there's a bonus section to that webinar with how to do 100 deals a year on Facebook. Do our mega open house webinar. I get asked all the time, dude, like did the November event with you guys, and March 10th, I'm doing an event out here, 2,500 agents. I'm actually speaking up there with Josh Altman from Bravo's $1 Million Listing Show, and Craig Proctor, and it's at Celebrity Theaters. There's 2,500 of us up, or 2,500 agents that it's going to be in the room. Unfortunately, it's a paid event. I don't like paid events to realtors, but it's such a big venue that they had to charge for it.
Incredible, though.
But anyway,
That's
dude,
awesome.
I get asked all the time, like, why the hell would you do that? Why would you go out there and train your competition, people in your backyard? So again, I come from a place of abundance. There's no, I hate operating in scarcity, right? There are no secrets out there. It just comes down to doing the work, being consistent. I know what it took me to get where I am, and I know that I've met very, very few people, less than probably a dozen people in my lifetime that are willing to do the things that I've been willing to do to get there. So, it really just comes down to 90% of this game is controlling that mind, dude. Controlling your mindset, doing the work every single day, day in and day out. There are no secrets. And the cool part is if you guys choose to, and it's all a choice, but if you choose to, this industry can change your life forever. I was 23 years old when I got in this business, broke as a joke, dude, had nothing, came from nothing, grew up poor on food stamps. And this industry's totally changed every aspect of my life, changed my family tree forever. I would have never fathomed, the opportunities that it's created for me. I'm a 23-year-old punk kid, college dropout, and in 6 months I'm making more money than doctors and attorneys. Like, where the hell else can that happen?
It's true.
And
where else
it can happen, and it's a choice if you want it to happen to you. Just hopefully you make those right choices.
Do you remember the time that you where it clicked, where you decided that you were going to make that choice, or where you kind of came out of the ether, so to speak?
Yeah. So I've always been a driver, dude. I've always been that guy that nobody's going to outwork me.
Yeah.
Right. Well, now that I'm turning 34, I'm getting a little tired. so some people are maybe outworking me, but I've learned, now I'm in a position where I can work hard on the things that truly make me money. And now I don't need to work 18-hour days anymore. And, I can get away with working, 8 or 10-hour days now. But forever it was just nobody's going to outwork me, right? So I always, I got into business. My first year I had $280,000 in commissions, right? The first year in the business, and that was 2005. Everybody was selling a lot of real estate at that point, so it's not really bragging. It wasn't like I didn't even get Rookie of the freaking Year award, dude.
Wow.
Well, but I also had switched companies. I was with Century 21 for like 4 months.
That's right. Then you went to
I'm like, this place is for the birds, dude. So peace out. So there's a lot of reasons that
places for the birds.
that probably didn't happen. But
You said it, not us.
yeah, but go for my second year transition, my third year, I went from I'm doing a few $100,000 to 1.3 million in commissions, and tripled my income in 12 months. Which is difficult to do, right? What happened though was it wasn't that I started doing something revolutionary. I mean, I was still doing the same shit, but I was introduced at that point in my life to Jim Rohn. Not personally, I never had the opportunity to meet him personally, and unfortunately, he'd already passed by that point. Wish to God I could have met him. But I was introduced to his content, to his materials, and something hit home with me, dude. I'm 24, 25 at the time. Listening to one of his YouTube videos, or not a YouTube video at that time, that was before YouTube existed. Imagine that, that's kind of crazy thing, but one of his discs. And he's like, the day that your life changes is the day that you learn to work harder on yourself than you do in your job. And a big light bulb went off. I'm like, dude, I'm 25 years old and I've never read a damn book. Right? I mean, high school, college, I did the Cliff Notes. I did, whatever I could to get through.
To get by, right?
Right? But I'm like, I never read a book cover to cover. Yeah, I'm going into the real estate business and working my ass off 16, 17, 18 hours a day. But after work, man, I'm coming home, cracking open beers, watching, whatever crap on TV everybody else is watching. I'm like, I'm doing nothing to really work on myself. And the other thing that he said to follow that up was, the amount of money that you're making is a direct reflection on what the marketplace perceives of your value as being, right? So if you're broke, it's because the marketplace perceives you of not being of much value, right? So the only way to make more money is to increase your own personal value that you transfer to the marketplace, which all comes from self-development and working hard on yourself than in your job. So that's when I got hardcore and diligent about my self-development, started cranking out at least a book a week. And I just went to work, man. I eliminated TV and I just went to work. And like I said, I wasn't doing different activities. The dude showing up doing the activities was different and what
more
changed.
equipped, more knowledgeable.
And same thing. I mean, now I look at it, now in 6 months, I'll add to my net worth and things that used to, would have taken me 6 years. But again, it's just because I just keep leveling up, dude. And, this year I'm going to figure out how to do it. But I want to consistently figure out how to make $100,000 a day, right? I figured out how to make $100,000 pretty easily every single month. Now I want to figure out how to do it every single day. And then I'll figure out how to make $1 million in a day. But it takes getting to the next level, right? Because the dude that makes $100,000 a day is a different dude that makes $100,000 a month.
Totally different.
Right? So you got to also be patient and let yourself kind of evolve into the person you must become in order to hit those goals. But it's all possible.
Man, I tell you, every time you're in here, it's a good old time. It's it's
laying
just
it down
charging
as
it up. If that doesn't charge you guys up, I don't know what else won't. So
I'm about to tackle Mark right out of
the
chair.
he is. I can see he's gonna charge at me. So. Well, hey guys, on that note, anything to plug today? I didn't even look at that. I'm so into the what's going on. We're just shaking and baking. So, have a great day, guys. Go out there and get it. See you tomorrow.
See you.
See you.